I'm so happy to be back. It's about time. Ajá, estás hermosa. Gracias, Fit. Hi. Okay, so I'm just gonna say hi for a few minutes, for a minute or so. But once I start talking, I won't stop because then I lose my train of thought. Okay. Maricelis, hola, gracias, Maricelis. Ajá, Carlos, hola. So today we are going to talk about making a contribution to your future. And remember, we are in the month of February, and this is like bouncing from the New Year resolutions, the thing that you wanted to accomplish for next year. And as you well know, I don't do New Year resolution. I do a 10 years transformation. My program, oh, the computer is talking. Alexa, shut up. Okay, déjame bajar el volumen, Alexa. So what I do, what works for me, is a 10 years transformation. And what happens is when you set the plan of transforming yourself within the next 10 years, you have less stress. And in my experience, it's more doable. I think that you can see the progress year after year, and every year you get better. Let me give you an example of that. And I have testimonials like people, professional people who work with me and see me through the last 10 years. As you well know, I went to Costa Rica, and my plan was to go to Costa Rica and to visit the blue zones. Well, needless to say, and some of you know this story because I shared that this morning in Rise and Shine, that my plan is to visit the blue zones. But also, I have a sense of anxiety, a sense of urgency, a sense of that I can be better, that I can do better. But you know, when you have the, hi, Amal, my darling, merci, ¿cómo se va? I love you, Amar. My friend from Amar from Africa, Bangor. I have to see you. I have to go to visit you. But anyway, so say hi to the family. So that was my plan, to go to visit the blue. But I had this, like I was saying, this sense of urgency, this sense of dissatisfaction, spiritual dissatisfaction. And I prayed, and I knew it in my heart, you know, and this is the thing. You have to know in your heart. When you feel something in your heart, that is a calling, that is a force, that is something that you cannot kick out of your head. It's like an obsession. What happened with me, it's become like an obsession. And that's when I know that it's beyond me. You know, it's not my psychology, it's not my psyche, it's not my feeling. It's something supernatural that's telling you, and we all have this, that is telling you, you can do better, you can be best, you can do more, you can excel. And sometimes what happens, we just get conformed, we get into the conformity of daily life or daily routines, because most people don't have rituals, they have routines. And routines are very damaging to us, spiritually, mentally, and physically. So my friend, the one I spend the time in Costa Rica with, Sunny, she is a judge at the NPC, at the National Physique Committee. And she has seen me competing since my beginnings for the last 10, 12 years. And this woman, every time that she met somebody with me in Costa Rica, that we were hanging out or working out or eating or visiting or whatever we were doing, she will show people my videos and tell them that since she's been judging me in my competitions, every single year I got better. That's an amazing, no compliment, that's an amazing accomplishment, achievement. Because the natural tendency in most human beings is that the natural tendency is worse. Well, you're getting getting old, so you have to go that way because you're too old now. Well, that's part of the aging process. Well, you're not young anymore, and people have a mentality in which most 99% of the population buy into that mentality. Buy into the mentality that you're now too old. Buy into the mentality that you can't grow anymore, you can't change anymore, that you're done. Okay? The mentality of retirement. The mentality that was all over for you. And you're only 50 years old. And you're only 40 years old. It's really, really pathetic. So, my plan is always reinvent myself in 10 years. Because look at this, when you said you're gonna transform yourself within the next 10 years, you don't know, but what happened is, and subconsciously, and this is the deal, all that stuff you have to, all this I'm talking right now is in my book number 1, because this part I'm talking about right now is about the mindset that we have. If we don't have a positive, a right mindset, then we're gonna go in the way the mind is set, obviously. So you need to get, if you don't already have it, get my first book, okay? Because these things that we're gonna be talking about, which are like a review for this recreation and reinventing yourself for the next 10 years. So what happened, we get this mindset, and also I have an amazing set of CDs in my website, Dr.Josefina.com. You can download the CDs and you can get the books. And starting with book number 1, because in book number 1, you have the basic foundation in how to change your thinking. Number 1, you will learn how the mind works. If you don't know how your mind works, how are you going to make changes? If you don't know how your muscles develop, how are you going to make changes? You need a coach. You need somebody to guide you into that destiny, into that picture of the new self, or the new creature that you know in your heart you can become. And this is the thing. You have to be very strong with this. When you have a picture, when you have a belief deep in your heart that you know you can do it, then you know you can be better. Don't allow the people around you to tell you that you can't, because that is the norm. And they tell you that because they don't know any better. They don't do it because they don't like you or they don't love you. It's just based on poor knowledge. And most people have the knowledge that, well, this is it for me. Now I'm waiting for my retirement and I collect my pension. Somebody said to me the other day in a video, oh, it's so nice to be retired. Hell no. What the hell is that? I had never thought that in that line of thought. So going back to the next 10 years. So I'm pretty sure right now that most people who are watching me right now, they already forgot about the New Year resolution, and they're already back into the old behavior, into the old way of thinking. So why it's so difficult? Why it's so difficult for people when they set a goal or they set a new picture of themselves, that they don't achieve it as quickly or as fast or as easily? Why? Because we are constantly committing ourselves into the daily routines. Not rituals, because rituals take you to your purpose. Into the daily routine. You get overwhelmed by the little small things, by the things that have no impact into your future. So what happens, you get distracted. Once you get distracted, then you forget about, because those things become secondary. Instead of becoming the first thing that you're constantly thinking. Example, I was constantly thinking, I was always felt that dissatisfaction with my competitions, with my body, with my performance, okay? I was happy doing it, but I knew I can be better. But because I kept that thinking in front, right out front, I was thinking all the time about that. I was thinking there has to be a better way. It has to be a better way. And what happened then, I go into Costa Rica, and my friend, Sonny, the judge, we started talking about it. I opened up to her because I went there because she was so kind. And every time we text, she would say, if you need anything, please let me know. And it's this kind of texting that you can feel the honesty, you feel the integrity, you feel. Because, you know, I do really believe that it's not what you articulate in words, but what you transfer as energy. And you can feel the energy in a text, you can feel the energy in your team, you can feel the energy. I'm the type of person, I feel energy. So I know when somebody is fake, and I know when somebody is for real. And I felt with her, it was, wow. I said, great. And I told her, you know, if I don't make it to the Blue Zones, because it's about 3-4 hours from her home, then I won't mind just training with you. And she said, yeah. She was happy that I thought that way. So when I opened up to her, she completely agreed with me, and she told me exactly what I was thinking about transforming myself for the next 10 years. She said to me, yeah, all people already know when you come out, what you're gonna do. We need to change that. And she would talk in the terms of we to do this, and we need to do that. And you know the beautiful thing that you have to surround yourself with people that they're not only gonna tell you, oh, you have to do this and you need to do this. You know what? You need to do this and you need to do that. And they're easy for them to tell you that you can do this and you have to do that and whatever, but nobody says, I will help you. And I'm lucky because the people who really have made impact in my life, these people, they always said, when I told my coach, Steve, I don't know how to train for bodybuilding, and he said, I will train you. The same thing with Sonny. I said to Sonny, I need to make these changes, and she said, I will help you. And we started training. She started changing my posing. She wants me to choose my music, send it to her. So my routine at night when I'm competing, it will be totally different at the presentation that I've been doing for the last 10 years. And she said, when people see you again, they will go, wow. And this is the pro. Look at how she works. And this is why you need to surround yourself with people who are pro, people who know. I always gravitate towards the people who've been there, done that. She's a champion in Germany. In Germany, she did what I'm doing now. Because in Germany, she was the youngest woman in Germany, a bodybuilder, and she just broke records, and it was like a woman bodybuilding in Germany. You know, it was like a wow. And she did it. So she broke those barriers in Germany, and she was only 19 years old when she started competing in bodybuilding. And so, you know, surround yourself with people who are, you can sort of trust their judgment. You cannot be with people who tell you, you know, you should, they don't look the way. You know, I just can't communicate with people who are telling me to do something, and I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, really? No, you got to have the moral authority to tell me something. Hola, amor, hola, dato. Ok, déjame poner el aire acondicionado porque mira cómo estoy sudadita, porque ustedes me dan calor. I'll be right back. Wow, it's hot. Ok, porque está en 74. It's hot. Ok, now. Okie dokie. So, what's the key here? Then the key here for your reinvention for the next 10 years, surround yourself with, yes, exactly, with solution. Because most people, they trouble or problem oriented, they're not solution oriented. So find those people that when you, and this, okay, let me regress. When you have that purpose, that goal, that thing that you want to achieve, when you have it in your head and you meditate on it and you cultivate the idea and you know in your heart, this is the part here that where you have to have faith. You know in your heart that you will find that person. You don't know how. You don't know how. Look at how life works. I didn't know who was going to help me. I only knew that was out there somebody who can help me. And look at how it went. I'm thinking I'm going to Costa Rica to go to the Blue Zones, and I went to Costa Rica to find my coach, the person who can help me. So, and this is the beautiful thing with life. Life is a miracle because when you have a goal and you have that clarity and you know you're going to do it and you know you're going to achieve it and you don't doubt because you know that this is nothing you're making up. It's something that is deep within your being. So what happened? Life or God rewards you with the solution, with the answer. So that was very exciting for me in Costa Rica. And so I'm seeing her tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna be practicing my poses. She wants to get my lats out. Because for all these years competing, I never really learned how to get my lats out. And then another thing that happened, I came back with a surge. I came back with energy. I came back with a completely different mindset of achieving and becoming and transforming myself within the next 10 years. So, let's see, so what can you do then? How you are gonna apply these principles of contributing towards your future. So number one is to have the goal is to have a clear picture of the person you need to become, the person that you want to transform into. And the thing is that that person, like I know what I'm gonna be like for the next 10 years, and that person is no stranger to me. That person, the new you, the new creature, the new reinvention, it has to be very familiar to you. It has to be like the butterfly. And you know the butterfly is in the cocoon, and you know you're fighting to find a way, and you know you're gonna break the cocoon, and then you know you're gonna come out, and then you know you're gonna fly. You have to have that sense of that reality. You have to make that new creature, that new thing real for you. And that's the reason why my goals always manifest, because I don't set goals just frivolously. You know, oh well, no, I don't set stupid goals. I set goals that are in congruency, in alignment with who I am. And this is another thing that people will want to reinvent themselves, and then they don't have a clear picture of who they are, and they want to be somebody else. No, in order to transform, to transcend the form, to really achieve those 10 years of transformation, then you really have to know who you are deeply within yourself. Then you know this me is temporary. For the next 10 years, it will be another me that's with the same essence, but different. See? The same, you continue with the same essence, the same energy, the same power, because that's a spiritual part of our being. So you have to make a clear assessment of the next 10 years. You have to be willing to pay the price. Most people, en español es mañana, on Wednesday, please. Español es mañana. On Tuesday, los martes es en inglés. Well, that's what I don't like to stop, because I lose my train of thought. So, what was I doing? We're talking about that clear assessment. This is what I was saying. You have to be willing to pay the price. Most people want the transformation. I posted a woman yesterday that her daughter posted her picture before and after. And I could not believe, I read very few kind of those comments. I could not believe that women who were looking for excuses why it can't be done, why I'm not doing that well, why. You know what? You know why? Because you're slacker. When you set a goal, number one, let me go back. You have to make a real assessment about yourself. You cannot say, oh, I'm gonna be a bodybuilding, and you don't go to the gym. You don't wanna. You can say you wanna be healthy and you don't eat right. You can have a good a healthy lifestyle when you are going out drinking and not going to bed early and not exercising and eating your junk and abusing your body. So my point is, you need to be willing to pay the price for success. When you have to make a great assessment about you. If you're happy the way you are, so be it. It's very, very nice. But if you really feel, and deep in your heart, that you can be a better person, that you can look better, that you can feel better, that you can have better health, that you can have better financial situation, then you have to work at it. You have to work at it. I don't look this way because I'm going to bed at 12 midnight, watching TV, junk TV all day long, get up in the morning and eating junk, and spending my day watching soap operas on the couch. That is not going to happen. So, you have to be very cruel in really assessing yourself. You have to be cruel. You have to be really honest, because it's easy to go in social media and criticize somebody else. I say, well, she must be taking drugs, like in my case. She must be taking this and she must injecting them. I don't care. Okay? Whatever you need, whatever excuse you need to justify your mediocrity, I'm fine with it. You know what? Because I know what I'm doing. And I know that what I do, I'm guided by my God. Okay? So that doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. So what somebody who wants to achieve, what can you do if you really want to transform yourself within the next 10 years? I'm going to reset the thing. Yeah. Remember, 10 years is an amazing timeline. 10 years, it gives you the time to do it well. If you don't have the stress that you didn't change in 1 year. You don't have the stress of not having money or not having time or not having this, because you have 10 years in which you can manage your time and you can really make it happen. And one of the things when I'm talking about contribution towards your future, what does that mean? Well, in the next 10 years, then what you have to do is those things that are every single day, you have to do something that is taking you in the direction of your dream. Example, if I'm gonna be better in my bodybuilding this year, every single day, I have to go to the gym, and for 1 hour, I have to stay focused, and I have to, like Sonny will say, she wrote my plan, and she said, the art of body building is mind muscle connection. And she would repeat that to me over and over and over again. I already knew that, but I'm a student. I'm not gonna tell my teacher, a coach, I already know that. You know what I mean? Because you got, when you learn, and you have to have some sense of humbleness, humility. So yes, I know that, but I will let her teach me. That is very important, it's very powerful, that if you want to transform your body, when you go to the gym, you have to be focused in the muscle-body connection. Let me look at the papers that she wrote so I can read it exactly how she wrote it. Just a minute, just a second. Because she put it so beautifully. These are the things that she wrote for me to do. And I have to follow this plan, okay? It's not very fancy, it's very simple, it's very, and then she says here, okay, this is the way she did it. The art of bodybuilding is to feel the muscle, tense the muscle, even with light weight, and have that muscle-mind connection, okay? My coach. And these are the things that if I want to see results, then I have to follow what she's telling me. Because I already know what I can achieve on my own. The same with you. If you want to make progress, if you want to transform yourself within the next 10 years, then number one, if you want to do it my way, then you need to get my books. One of the things like I said in the beginning, you don't pay the price for success, you pay the price for failure. In each one of my books, you find the way I did it for the last 12 years, okay? And that's number one. So you have to find help. You need to get the books, because in the book you have the theory, you have the how-to, you have the body, the mind, and the spirit. because we have to work, and this is another thing. If you only stay focusing, gym, and you don't work, you don't develop your mind, and you don't develop your spirit, you're always gonna be missing something. And you are not going to be a happy, complete, balanced, and alignment human being. Those three components work. And let me tell you why. That is the reason why my goals are always on target. Because I connect with God. I listen, I feel. You feel the connection, you feel the energy, you feel the message, you feel the prompting. So what do you do then? Get my books, okay? No, I'm not selling you my book, but you need to, if I'm telling you a spirit, if you want to develop your spirit, I tell people who connect with me, I give them 1, 2, 3, and I say, read your Bible. And some of you probably who connected with me on Instagram asking me for advice, one of the things I said, read your Bible. Because if you're going to develop your spirit, you have to go to the source. And what is the source for the spirit? God. Because God is a spirit. Period. That's simple. You want to learn, you want to do it my way, you want to do it the way I've been doing it, then you need to get my books. Where do you find my books? My book, or 4 books in English and Spanish, are in Amazon. If you want to get the CDs in my website, you download the CDs that are also in alignment with the books. Okay, you have to register in my YouTube channel, Dr. Josefina. In my YouTube channel, I have excellent videos. This video is gonna go on YouTube when we finish. So, but you have to have the resources. You have to have the thing that you need to get into that point of transformation. See, making sure I have it. Okay, making sure I'm targeted with what I want to tell you. So those are the resources. The resources are my books, my YouTube channel, your Bible, and your determination, your commitment, your discipline, your desire, the knowingness that you can be better and you can do more, and you're not done yet, okay? And you want to live a life of success. You want to be the best. This is the best years of my life. This is the best years of your life. What happened? We get into the mindset of you know what, okay? Okay, how then we strive to achieve that transformation of 10 years? How do you do that? Number one, you have to project yourself into the future. You have to project. You have to take the trajectory of the new you. I already see myself competing with my new you. I've already been there, done that thousands of times, because that is when this becomes a purpose, a goal, when they become a purpose, then this becomes, like I was saying in the beginning, a monomaniac. A monomaniac, this is the only thing you think. You're gonna be this person, you can be this person. So you project yourself into the future. And that is also in book number 1, when I was in Venezuela, in my country, and I projected myself. Being in my country, I projected myself here. I was there, but my mind, my dreams, my energy, my spirit was following this dream, what I'm doing right here, right now. And I've been doing for more than 40 years in the USA, okay? So, Chile, hola. So, you have to don't be afraid. And then what happens, sometimes people are afraid to project, to take that trajectory with themselves. It's easy for people to say, well, I'm gonna have a pareja or a partner or a boyfriend or a wife, so to project myself. Hell no. You don't project yourself with anybody. You know what? If you want to project yourself, you project yourself with yourself. Because that's the only trajectory in which the only person who's going to stop you is you. Okay? The only person who can stop me in my trajectory for the next 10 years is moi. Okay? But if I have somebody with me, oh, well, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Oh, can I go to the gym? Can I? Oh, well, why don't you eat this? What do you? I look at what I saw this morning when I thought it was priceless. I saw this older couple working out. And the guy, she's doing her thing. They're probably in their, I don't know, late 70s or something. And he comes around like he's ready to go. And you know what she did? She said, I'm not done yet. And she kept doing her machine, and I looked at her and said, you go, girl. Because the guy approached her husband, like, I'm ready to go home. Okay, baby, you go away from me in the car. I'm not done yet. But you gotta have, yes, Valerie, you have to have that power. You have to have that confidence. You have to have that confidence that, hey, you're done, but I'm not done yet. So my point is, and that is when people say to me, oh, your kids and this and that. You know what? Been there, done that. This is Josefina's time. This is the time for me to project in the direction that I feel I want to project without anybody holding me back. So that is the way you start striving towards those 10 years of personal transformation, the new you, the new version of who you can be. Of course, another point that I'd like to say before we have to go, I don't want Instagram to cut me off, is, okay, so it's very, and this is another advantage, and we're not going to be finished with this subject for today. We probably the next time will continue. But this is another advantage of setting the goal for 10 years. Where was I? Okay, because what happened is when you have the 10 years time spectrum, then what happened is you can set goals for long term. Because so setting goals in long term is more easier to accomplish them, okay? Because what happened when you set goals in this short term, the daily routine, it gets you away from the goal. And you start where you pay the bills, you clean the house, you do the laundry, you go food shopping, you do the kids, the floor, the plumber, the bathroom, the garden, things that you have to take care of in that daily basis, okay? And so what happens, you get distracted with the small things from achieving the big things, okay? So that is why so important that we set long-term goals, that we can achieve them in a timely manner, okay? So because we're not getting distracted with the minutia, okay? So I think for today, okay, this is another thing. It's very important that our goals are in congruency, in alignment with who we are, okay? I cannot set goals based on something that I'm not, okay? And the motivation to do that transformation has to be intrinsic. Intrinsic means it comes from you. You don't need, yes, it's nice to do gym time power, and you guys get excited, you go to the gym, that's awesome, okay, that's fantastic. But to get in your car, to drive to the gym, it's up to you, okay? It's up to you. My job finished, you look and you watch it, okay, you get whoa, and then now what? If you get somebody who talks to you for a few minutes, all the motivation, all that energy gets dead. It dies. So that was so important, that the motivation, it has to be intrinsic motivation. It has to be a motivation that you want it so bad that no matter what, you get up a little bit earlier, you set your thing, you prepare this, you prepare that, you do whatever you have to do to make to that point, to be doing every single day one small thing that is a contribution towards your personal transformation. Now, your job every night, ask yourself the question, what have I done today that contribute to my long-term goal? And what is that long-term goal? Let's see, it's personal transformation, transforming my physical body. And this is the beautiful thing. When you are transforming your physical body, at the same time, you are transforming your mental and your spiritual. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? because you start seeing things differently. You start feeling better about yourself. You start feeling that connection between your body and your mind and your spirit. You feel great about yourself. You have more energy. You look at life from a different perspective. So it's very important that you feel more fulfillment. When you get up, when you go tonight to bed and you ask yourself, what did I do today? What have I done today that contribute to my long-term goal? In my case, I went to the gym, I worked hard, I had my meal that it was very, very good. I took my protein that my coach told me to take. Now she told me to take protein, so I taking protein, and so on. So doing the thing that I need to do to see that transformation. And don't be like ignorant people. Ignorant people is always, well, I've been going to the gym for the last 3 months and I haven't seen any result. You're not gonna see any result. The lady that I posted yesterday, she's been at the gym training with her daughter for 13 years. It took that woman, you can see it in my Instagram and you can see it in my Facebook. You can see, it took her 13 years to get to the shape she's at. And most people, in 3 weeks, 6 months, they don't, oh my master, I've been going to the gym. The other day somebody wrote to me, oh, I've been going to the gym for I don't know how many years and I don't see results. Well, watch what you're eating. Poor connection. Okay. So in Instagram, it's telling me it's poor connection. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna take some time to read your comments and answer some questions, maybe. And remember, we will continue with this in the next session. We will be in about 2 weeks. Remember, one every other week. Okay. Saludos a toda la gente bella aquí de Instagram, Facebook, hola. Okay. Any questions that anybody wants to ask before we said goodbye? There is no self-confidence, gym time power. Jennifer, ha ha ha. Yes, absolutely. Un abrazo. Gracias, Marqués. Okay, so I remember my YouTube channel, Dr.Josefina. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because the videos there are excellent. I have videos about the body, the mind, the spirit. The books, all 4 books are in Amazon. What is the advice for short-term goals? Okay, for example, a short-term goal will be what? Like pay your bills, clean your house. Those goals are the goals that you set for the week. Every week you set goals, right? You say, okay, pay my bill, go to the bank, go food shopping, call Jair, those are the short-term goals. The short-term are the things that you do, the routine, is routine. Things that you have to do. You have to pay your bills. You have to clean your house. You have to brush your teeth. You have to wash your laundry, right? Those are short-term. But among the short-term, then I have to include my long-term, my goal for the 10 years coming up, okay? Every single day, do one thing that takes you to the long-term, okay? I think I explained that. I think it's clear. Okay, very good. Good question. Thank you. Corazoncito said, I am reading your recent book number 4, and I love it. Gracias, Corazoncito. The books are fabulous. And remember, once you read a book, then you have to study them. Because my books are not books that you read them once and you put it away. You put it aside. No, those books are to study and to apply. Voy al canal de YouTube, Pau. Gracias, Carla. Yes. En el canal de YouTube, like I said, between the books and the YouTube channel and the CDs and my website, I mean, you got a formula for success. There is no reason, there is no excuse for you not to get and accomplish and achieve the thing that you want if you apply what I'm asking you to apply. It's up to you. I know you can. I know you can. Okay, because I know you have, we all have more power, more potential, more resources, more attitude, more of everything. We just sometimes lazy and indifferent. And we give up. Oh, absolutely. Karen, how do you feel the impact of exercises assisting healing for a victim? Absolutely excellent, because exercise is the best medicine. Best medicine, because immediately you feel the results immediately and stimulate the endorphins, you happy hormone. So absolutely, people who are in trauma or depressed, get out, exercise, get in touch with connection with nature. It's amazing. My answer, yes. So every day go to the gym with the help of your long term, every night, and think of what, yes, exactly, Preston. Yes, absolutely. Every night, ask yourself every night, what have I done today towards my long-term goal, my goal for the next 10 years? Okay. Anything else? You're welcome, sweetie. Okay? Anything else? Okay, I think with this, I'm going to say pow. You say wow. And thank you so much. And remember, do it. Don't. You know, you are living in an amazing time and technology that I can share this information with you. It's not costing you anything, just the time that you're investing with me today. And for that, I'd like to say thank you so much, because the greatest gift that you can give anybody is your time, because your time, you don't get it back. This hour or this 45 minutes that we've been together, you can never get it back. And because of that, because you can never get it back, apply the information, use the information, work your body, your mind, your spirit, love yourself, feel great about yourself, love others the way you want to be loved, respect people, be grateful, have a sense of humility, humbleness, and gratitude. And with that, I say, pow! You say, wow. I love you. Bye, Instagram. Thank you. Latinas, mañana en español. Thank you. Gracias. Mañana en español a las 4 de la tarde. Nos vemos. Ok, chao. El video va a estar en YouTube dentro de unos minutos. Ok. I love you. Pow. Never give up. Bye. Let's see. Save it. Okay, bye, Finn. Bye, Finn.